What is up, guys? Coop here. Merry Christmas to everybody out there, and today is our holiday special. So, when I originally came down with trying to figure out what to do for Christmas Day to release on the YouTube channel, I sat there and I was thinking. And then I started drinking. And then I tried to brainstorm some ideas of what exactly I wanted to do for the channel for today. But then it hit me. The greatest gift on the internet was released today, out to the public, and me and the boys were talking. And I decided that it was my due diligence and job for you guys to know about the wonderful simp queen herself, Belle Delphine's OnlyFans adult film premiere. So jumping right back into the fray here, when I went over to the website, it's roughly about $35 to be able to subscribe. Now, I thought that was a little bit too much because, you know, your boy needs more Jack and Coke, and also on top of it needs to pay his World of Warcraft subscription and play some more Genshin Impact, if you know what I mean. So I was debative of clicking it at first, but you know what? I gotta do it for you guys. It's all for you guys after all. It's not for me at all. I'm not selfish. It's for you guys. But looking at it, there is over 356 posts on this thing. That's a lot of the queen here, if you know what I mean. We're not here for that. We're here for the golden goose, the big event, the big present out to the world. Jumping into the actual film, it is 13 minutes and 18 seconds. That is plenty of time for you to, well, how do I do this with YouTube TOS? Reach the level of satisfaction for you to be happy when watching this type of films. Now, weirdly enough, this video has a plot to it. I didn't really expect it, but it does. I will be getting into all the nitty-gritty stuff during the spoiler section, but this is just a quick review. We'll get into that later on. Now, talking about the actual film here. Everything that you want is probably in this film. It gives you everything, every single position, everything that you would ever want is there. You know, there's the licking of the lolly, there's riding the old horse, there's going to the dog park. All words here that I'm using for YouTube TOS, but you guys get the point. Now, I gotta say though, it is very amateur in the way that the sort of setup is, and the way that the cameras are and all that, and a little bit of light production charm to it, but I think that it's a good in-between of everything that could fit any audience. Any type of niche or sort of fantasy that you have, it will fit in that nice little box for you. Now, it is pretty cringe. Very cringe, honestly, at certain parts. But that's kind of the brand of Belle Delphine. So you kind of know what you're getting into when you're going in there. But I thought it was kind of a funny, like, that she added her own charm to something that typically would just be you know, a video of the deed being done and that's it. But no, she went actually out of her way to, like, try to make it enticing. Was it great? Was it 10 out of 10? I thought it was relatively okay. Was it worth the price? A little debative. But you know what? For science, and because it's her exclusive, and, you know, obviously most of the videos and other websites that we will not talk about are probably getting shut down, it's probably up to you. It depends on how much of a level of a simp you actually are. Me, I'm a pretty middle tier simp here, but you know what? I got money, so screw it. You know, I'll lay off the Jack and Coke for like a week and I'll be okay. It's definitely an interesting journey of seeing, you know, the TikTok queen herself go from what she is to doing lewds to doing weird things on P-Hub, and then getting actually into her full-on release of her actually doing this. So, very strange video, not gonna lie, but we will get into that in the spoiler sections. But that is my review, guys. If you guys liked it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and everything, and then we will be jumping into the spoiler section in 3 seconds. 2, 1, jumping into the spoiler section. Now, let's actually talk about this film. What exactly is in there? What craziness is happening? And what is the plot? the most important thing of it all. Especially, you know, everybody cares about how the, you know, guy fixing the sink ends up with the wife. You know what I mean? That plot is very, very important in this. Plays like a movie. Starts in with a scene of a bed. Very dark, somber sounds play in the background. And it cuts to a man in a teddy bear suit. Not lying here. And he rolls up out of bed. And he happens to be on our OnlyFans page. He's simping. He's scrolling. Looking kind of depressed while he's doing it. And then suddenly, a Christmas miracle happens. That's right, a Christmas miracle happens here. Suddenly, some random gifts pop up next to his desk. He looks at it with crazy fright, and he decides to open up that gift. And sure enough, it's the queen herself, Belle Delphine. So, exciting as it is, she gets out of the box and with no transition at all. Like it doesn't really transition. It just cuts like straight to her scene. It's a solo scene of herself, and boy oh boy, it just goes right in. There is no like foreplay or anything. So anyways, I wipe the sweat off my head and I just keep on watching. And boy oh boy, is she just finger gunning away and just pew, 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 just going crazy. And then that's when the next scene happens, where the teddy bear jumps into the fray. Brings out this thing, and it is massive. This giant toy, basically. And he's going into the fray, and he looks at the camera. A little bit of my simp self was a little jealous of him and a little angry, because he's looking at the camera like, yeah, I'm doing this right now. He ends up continuing, and it keeps on going for quite a little bit of time, and then the actual real action begins. Jumping into the actual main event here. What it starts off with is her licking the lolly, if you know what I mean. It's okay. I'm not shaming her on her skills. I think that she was doing it more of a cinematic value to kind of show off, to show that yes, this is really happening. This is a main event that all the Sims have been waiting for years now and dropping all of their money for. And it's finally happening. From there, she takes it to the dog park. And this is probably the best part of the actual film, as you get to see, you know, a lot of the passion and the craziness and everything. Once again, teddy bears, still a little weird to me, but you know what? Hey, he's having fun. I mean, he's the one actually having all the fun here. Plus, let's be honest, it's probably not the weirdest thing you've ever watched. It goes to a more traditional based style, and probably one of the better scenes. There is a little bit of cover up of the main, how do I want to say, assets during this scene, which was kind of disappointing, but not too bad. Then we get into what I like to call the final ride, where she rides the good old horse, if you know what I mean. And during this time, the toys come back into play. And let's just say that it ends up going in the back and in the front for both the teddy bear and the toys, vice versa, swapping basically between the back and the front. So, pretty intense there. Next, we get to the grand finale. Now, the grand finale is a little bit lackluster. The fireworks are going off, and they kind of go out with a whimper. So to speak. I think my lotion bottle could squirt out more than this guy. But you know, hey, teddy bear, he's living his best life. He's doing alright. But then get to a special scene afterwards, and this is where she gives the true gift of Christmas to him: a PS5. Yes, I did not stutter. A PS5 was given out to this teddy bear man after he had his fun with the queen herself. Her gift for him on Christmas Day. But, my friends, there's a plot twist afterwards. It suddenly cuts to black. And then it goes back to the scene that we saw before of the bed. I thought at first that maybe perhaps this was a time skip, but it shows cans all around the room crushed up, wrappers and, you know, Cheeto bags basically, and the computer screen, and it cuts to him alone in the bed with tissues all over himself, similar to how my room typically is. And then you realize that it was all just a dream, that in reality, it was just him visualizing what he really wanted. And you see, this is where the film gets actually pretty deep. You see, the teddy bear is a representation of you, the simp. You are the teddy bear. You are the simp. You're visualizing and hoping and your desires and everything that you ever wanted. And in reality, none of it will true. None of it will ever happen. Because the true gift of Christmas was the disappointment. Anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy. I wanted to give you guys the full review, and that way you guys can know if it's worth the sub or not. I personally thought it was a funny video. Regardless, I like how she added her own charm to it. Do I think it's worth $35? Debatable. If you end up buying it, I think you should share the account with other people. But without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and also throw some money into my Venmo or Cash App at Datcoopguy, Datcoopguy, because I'm not going to make any money off of this video, but hey, it's Christmas, and you guys deserve a good gift. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time.